Good morning, children. This lesson is of class 6th for the subject of mathematics, topic fundamental concepts of geometry, which is being submitted to you on 9th August 2021. Children, geometry is derived from an ancient Greek word where geo means earth, matron or matri means measurement, right? The Greeks in ancient times used geometry to determine the size of their lands. The geometry is the study of position, shape, size, and other properties of different objects. The concept of a point, a line, and a plane form the foundation of the word geometry. Now let us discuss these terms one by one. Children, a point is a small dot drawn using the tip of a pencil on a plain paper, right? Here, the point has no length, no breadth, and no thickness. That is, it has no dimensions. Children, here we have point A, then we have point B, then we have point C. These are the 3 points on a plane, which is having no length, no breadth, and no thickness. I hope it is clear. Now, children, let us discuss about line. What is a line? Let us draw a line first. Now, you can see that here we have a line where the name of the line is X and Y, which we can write it as line X, Y, right? This is line XY. So a line is a straight path that has no breadth and no thickness. It only has length. Look at the image of this line, children. Here, the arrows on both the sides of the line signifies that it is extended indefinitely. I can extend my line, right? It is extended indefinitely here. So here, this is a line. Children, there are two ways to write the name of a line. Let us see how to represent in another form. That is, suppose I have a line. I can write the name of the line as M also. I can say this is line M or any other alphabet of your choice, right? Children, there are infinitely many points on a line. We can take as many as points, infinitely many points on a line, right? I hope you have understood the concept of line. Very good. Now, children, let us discuss about a line segment. You can see here we have a line segment, right? So what is a line segment? Line segment if we take 2 points here, if I take 2 points, that is point P and point Q, then the 2 points and the part of the line between them is called the line segment. A line segment has 2 end points. It has length but no width, right? And thickness is also not there. There are infinite number of points on a line. You can take infinite number of points on a line. Here, PQ is a line segment. And children, how to write it? We can write PQ or we can write QP. Both ways it is correct. PQ is also a line segment and QP is also a line segment. I hope you all have understood this. Very good. Now, children, let us discuss about a ray. What is a ray? So let us discuss about a ray. A ray is a, now I just show you what is a ray here. Yes. So a line segment extended infinitely in any one direction. Why any one direction? It can be in other direction also. Like we can have in other direction also like this. So what is a ray here now? A ray is a line segment extended infinitely in one direction. That is, if here we have a point X and Y. So here X, Y is a ray, right? And if we have a point here, suppose this is Y and this is X here. So how to name it? We will give a name like this, YX. Children, here if you write XY, then the meaning will get changed. So the first one is ray XY and the second one is ray YX. I hope you all have understood what is the meaning of ray. Very good. Children, have you ever noticed the railings of a bridge? If they are extended infinitely on both sides, they will be never meet and the distance between them remains constant. Such lines are called parallel lines, right? Now we are going to discuss about parallel lines. Here, children, you can see that A, B, and CD are parallel lines. I can write this as line AB is parallel to line CD, right? Line AB is parallel to line CD. Children, here we use the sign of parallel, right? Two lines, this is the sign of parallel lines. It is not important the lines are in this way. It can be in other way also. Like we can have lines like this also. Slanting also we can have like this. So these are also the two parallel lines. One can be little big also, right? These are the two parallel lines. I hope it is clear to you. Now here, children, we can give a name to this. That is, this is A and B, and this is C and D. So here also, line AB is parallel to line CD. I hope you have understood the concept of parallel lines. Very good, children. Now, let us discuss intersecting lines. Let us see what are intersecting lines. Two lines that are not parallel. Two lines that are not parallel. That is, we can have like this also. Two lines that are not parallel are called intersecting lines, right? They will meet each other at a particular point. Here they are meeting at point P. Suppose AB and CD are the two intersecting lines Now they are meeting at point P, right? I hope you have understood this. So here AB and CD are the two intersecting lines. Now children, let us take a small break. During the break, now in the given figure, you can see A, B, C is a triangle and AC is a line inside a triangle. Count the number of line segments, right? Drawn in the given figure. So children, you have to count the number of line segments here. Now you can pause the lesson and count. Break is over, children. So the answer to the given question is the line segments here are AB, AD, BC, CD, then we have total BD, then AC. So these are all the line segments in the given figure. Now children, let us discuss about concurrent lines. What are concurrent lines? Children, if 3 or more lines, like we have 2 lines, then we can have more lines. If 3 or more lines intersect each other at a common point. If they intersect each other at a common point, right? They are said to be congruent. I'm repeating, what are concurrent lines? The lines, 3 or more lines intersect each other at a common point. Suppose here O is a common point, right? And A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, H are the intersecting lines which are meeting at point O. So these are called concurrent lines. I hope it is clear to you. Now children, let us discuss about collinear points, right? The points which lie on the same straight line are called collinear points. Now children, here you can see in the given figure, E is lying on line, G is also on line, B is also on line, but you can see C is outside the line. A is on line, F is outside the line, and D is also outside the line. So in this figure, you can say that E, G, B, and A are collinear points. That is, they lies on the same line, that is line Q. So I'm repeating here, the points which lies on the same straight line are called collinear points. Here, point C, point F, and point D are not collinear because they are lying outside the line. I hope it is clear to everyone now. Children, I hope you have understood all the concepts. Now let us discuss about the few properties. Property number 1 is an unlimited number of lines can be drawn through a given point, right? Suppose a point is given to you, we can draw as many as lines through that point. That is unlimited number of lines. Is it clear? Now children, next is property number 2, one and only one line passes through two distinct points. Like if we have 2 points, then only one line will pass through these 2 distinct points, right? Now next is 2 different lines in a plane are either parallel or they intersect at exactly one point, right? I'm repeating, two different lines in a plane are either parallel or they intersect at exactly one point. That is, either the two lines are parallel or they intersect, right? Now, children, with this, I'm concluding this interactive session. I hope you have enjoyed the lesson. Now, you are supposed to do the following questions in your maths register. That is question number 6, 9, and 12. Children, go through all the examples. Thank you, everyone.